It's week 2 of the NFL. Up next, we'll see Russell Wilson. He got his reps in last week, finishing with over 300 passing yards. It's the Broncos and the Texans. All that and more coming up next on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Houston Texans and the Denver Broncos. Brandon Gaunt and Charles Davis on hand here. CD, you look at the Texans in this matchup. It's a relatively balanced offense. The next-gen stats kind of bear that out. What do you think they'll be looking to do in this one?
I think it'll be exactly what you just talked about. They'll want to be balanced on offense, which means to them, they'll want everyone involved. See if they can get some one-on-ones in the passing game. Maybe identify some situation where they can swing the ball to the backs in space. Even find some spots where they just want to play some old-fashioned power football. As one of the most successful coaches in the league told us once, the definition of balanced offense, that means you can do what you want when you want to, not necessarily just running it 50% of the time and throwing it the same percentage.
Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. Time for our first look at the Denver offense, and of course the new face of the Broncos, 9-time Pro Bowler while in Seattle, Russell Wilson.
And he was terrific in the opener, threw 3 touchdown passes, and make no mistake about it, he was eager to get right back out and do it again. So I think we'll see him try to test the secondary quite a bit as this game goes on.
All right, game plan is short passing, so that's what we're watching for.
Quickly to the air is Wilson. Throw to the right, caught by Dolson.
Nice tackle.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. The numbers for him from a week ago: 5 catches, 62 yards.
And that was a nice job there pulling that one in. Now, this is an offense that will certainly spread the ball around a bit, and this is a guy that defenses had better focus on.
Throwing again on second down. Wilson, man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. A couple of veterans. Wilson to Sutton there for the Bronco first. They go play action now. Wilson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Beck. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be second down.
Yeah. Give me 1 second, I'll get it, okay.
They run for the first time with Javonte Williams. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard. With 3rd and 1. So they just need one.
All right, 3rd and 1.
Pick up the first down. They'll try to run for it. Here's Williams.
Couldn't stop him on that one.
Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 49-yard line. Now it's Wilson.
Nice sack. Let's go, Green. Let's go, Green. Pass rush has been pretty lethal the first 2 weeks here. Let's go, man.
Going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy.
Nice. Good pass defense. Almost had that one.
It's 3rd down.
That was cover 2, so that was pretty scary.
Don't get it all able to do so.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Dang. Wide open. Get him, boy. Yeah, let's go. What's up, Yeatley? Petrie with the sack.
Brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. Now, the #1 mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back.
3.1 seconds, pretty quick.
And they decided to go with the safety blitz there. And look, if that gets picked up, quarterback really has the advantage then because he'll have more time to throw the football and some wide open space. But when it doesn't, that's a guy who gets a free run into the backfield. And
get him.
The QB ends up on his
oh my goodness.
As we check the next-gen stats, you'll see he had pressure.
Yeah. You know me. Well, the Bears I lost the Super Bowl with, so I've had this one on the back burner for a while.
They still got a big chunk of yardage on 2nd down.
On 3rd down, Wilson.
Get him. Nice defense. Let's go. Let's go pass rush.
Had his man open for a 1st down. Throw a fastball when that wasn't necessary. Incomplete pass. When are these quarterbacks going to learn? You don't get extra points for how hard you throw the football.
About got in there. All right, so defensively, yeah, I did. Won by a field goal, 16-13. It's pretty rough, obviously. We had to shut down Jonathan Taylor and Matt Ryan. Yeah, they got whooped, it looked like.
Texans offense runs out. We get a peek at the man under center. 2nd-year quarterback Davis Mills.
This is our new project, Davis Mills.
2021 NFL season. Houston Texans quarterback Davis Mills, he deserves a lot more credit than he got for leading a bad team last season. Circumstances led the 3rd-round rookie to being thrown in as the team starter, and he really came on after some early struggles. 4 300-yard games from him. He led Houston to a big upset of the Chargers to help keep L.A. out of the playoffs.
And from the 25, they worked this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Short passing game is going to be a thing, definitely this season.
Just 7 points, and if you rewatch the game tape, and I did multiple times, it was amazing to me that the other guys even got 7. They were absolutely dominating on that side of the football.
Nice. Way to go. Nice catch. Let's go, man. Hit as he throwing it, and he still completed it. That was a good pass. Yeah, if that was zone, I would have been in trouble.
He's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
They go play action. Mills.
Wide open. It's Cooks. Let's go. Let's go, man. 22.
Time to give some credit to the big fellows, the offensive line.
Man. I'm surprised he had the arm to get it down there, too.
All the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
Show a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 35-yard line. A 1st down throw for Mills. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. The Texans at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they were able to take care of business in front of the home crowd last week.
Yeah, it's always nice to get that opener at home, but now things get a little bit tougher. The good thing for them, though, is they take a little extra confidence with them when they head out on the road.
Now the rookie 4th-round pick. This is Dameon Pierce. 9 yards.
Let's go, Pierce. Right at the end of your question, Eatley, I didn't see the whole thing, but it got cut off.
Exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
to the ground, this time with Freeman. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. A third down gain of 3 yards. They didn't get the stop.
The Bears to have Sauce Gardner? Yeah, of course. Of course I would. It'd be great if they did have him for sure. Yeah, very, very happy about DJ Moore, too, for sure, man. Awesome move. Any Bears fan should be excited because that's also an addition for the future as well. So I'm expecting big things this offseason from the Bears with all that cap room.
Just a yard to go here on second down. On second down, here's Pierce.
Oh, let's go, Pierce. And then he bullies Simmons at the end. That was a nice run.
With his first career NFL touchdown.
Oh, that celebration was pretty nice, too. Lower the shoulder on Simmons.
For any rookie, the first touchdown of his career.
And there's nothing like anticipation, is there? You know he's been dreaming about it, thinking about it. It's been a part of every bit of his being. And finally, it gets done. He's got to feel great right now.
All right, so the offense looking good, the defense looking good this week.
On for the extra point.
Long drive. Mills look good. 8 for 75 on that first drive. What a game.
So that one an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. It was all capped off by a run from the rookie, Dameon Pierce. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Phillips, he's not going to bring this one up.
Fairbairn. I like him as a kicker, man.
So now the second
one of my favorites.
Coming up for the Denver Broncos. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the setup punch.
Got past me.
The knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas.
Yeah, a little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield, only giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Wilson. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And this one
all right, good play there. Let's go. Nothing deep, man. Dolphins got Jalen Ramsey, really? My God. They might be legitimate contenders then.
Following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Oh, no doubt.
2nd and 6. Wilson. That's out to the flat for Edmonds. And he's going to be taken down.
I like Ramsey. Obviously he's getting older, but he's still a really good player. I'd add him to my secondary.
And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him before he gets going.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. On the slant, completes to Sutton. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
Play action. It's Wilson. He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 18. Off the draw, here's Williams. And he is going to wind up losing.
Nice hit by the defense right there.
Will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. 2nd quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Wilson. Forced out to his left. Toward the end zone.
Almost picked. Almost.
The man he was looking for. And it'll bring up 3rd down. Now, Charles, we take a peek there at the recent draft class, and it's definitely a year where they had a chance to greatly improve this team.
And you've got to take advantage when you have this type of an opportunity. 2 first-round picks. You better scout them well and hit on those selections.
Oh, this is going to be caught.
All right, good defensive. Good defense again on that drive.
That one, and it'll be 4th down.
I stuttered.
McManus for the Bronco field goal. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. The kick by McManus is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to drive it up.
Awesome, man. How many minute quarters do you play?
Keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing.
They're splitting the uprights. McManus to kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. So here are the Texans to take over. Last week they got the victory against the Colts, so they lead this one as well as they begin things here 1st and 10.
I gotcha.
Play fake, Mills. Crossing route complete. Catch made by Cooks. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a 1st down.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Throwing, Mills. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 40.
Yeah, Mills got hurt for 1 play the last game.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Again, it's Mills. And he's going to have to eat this this one is down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Running it out of the gun with Pierce. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
On third down, here's Mills. That's underneath to Pierce. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a fourth down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Wrapped up all his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a fourth down?
Fairbairn able to put this one through. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Week 2 underway around the NFL. And a reminder that later tonight it'll be Chicago and Green Bay in the Packers home opener. The 101st season of that great rivalry. They had the 100th anniversary last year. And then tomorrow night, a treat, a Monday night doubleheader. Tennessee and Buffalo, 7:15 Eastern. And then Minnesota and Philly kicking off a little over an hour later.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't
okay, buddy.
There, but still good yardage. Looking to throw again on second down. Wilson. Same connect. And he lost the football. And the Texans scoop it.
All right, let's go defense. Good punch out on that one.
Costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
Following the fumble recovery, Mills gets the dump off to Pierce. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
On second down, Freeman. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Mills steps away. Over the middle, he gets it to
What a pass.
taken down right at the 10-yard line.
Nico Collins with the Houston first down, something he did 22 times as a rookie for the Texans. Back here as a starter, hopes that last year's 446 yards are just the floor of what he can do.
Welcome back, buddy. Welcome back.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. It's a run for Freeman. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It's a gain of 7 on the ground. Second down coming up.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
All right, let's try to go to the outside here with Pierce. Oh, that didn't work.
And he is going to lose yardage here. They lost 4 there, and it's third down.
That's a really alert defense there, because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Holding offense.
And a holding call on top of that.
So
Wow.
giving them another third down, they'll decline it.
Penalty is declined.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
And this will not be
Yeah, for sure. Especially if you get sacked and then you get called for holding. It's like, what the heck? What happened there?
Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offensive coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe someday to press it a little bit. This might be the case. But that was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Here's Wilson. And he can't hang on to it.
Oh, I'm sure it would. And that's the plan, is getting MVP.
That's a little bit scary, because you know a big play might result.
He was so ready to get to part 2 of the screen, he forgot part 1, couldn't get the ball. The Broncos on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Now Wilson.
Oh, we'll take that. Petrie with an easy interception. Let's go. Oh.
Score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick 6.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And Denver getting set to take the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on third down. Throwing is Wilson. He's got Dulcich going across the formation. And he will have a Broncos.
Man, almost had that one, man. Almost.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Throw right side is going to be caught by Judy. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. This one swung out to Williams. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it.
Yeah, the Jags are a tough team. They are tough.
Working with 2nd and 5 now. Wilson will throw again. Oh, he's got a man.
God, he got me that time.
His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Broncos have cut it back within a score. Extra point from McManus is good. And they'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. From his end zone, here's Tremont Smith. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. And the football going back over now to the Houston Texans. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL.
I've had a sip of it. I haven't drank a lot, though.
You never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. Here's Mills. He's letting it fly for Cooks.
Stupid pass. Thought I had something there.
Broncos are going to take possession of the football. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a second season.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
All right, let's go. Got it right back.
At their own 12-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Swings it out to the flat for Freeman. And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
That was well defended, and while it was a completion, it resulted in a loss of yardage. It's really, really hard for a running back to think to himself, I probably should have just dropped it and saved the yardage. It goes against the entire training that he's had his whole career.
So it's a gain of 12 there on the reception, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Good deal, man.
Now the Texans
awesome.
The first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Third and short yardage, Mills. He gets it to Cooks. And he'll get this up.
Oh, a late hit on top of that.
Personal foul. Unnecessary roughness. Defense.
A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. A first down throw for Mills. Repeat of the last play going to Mechie here. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. Mills to the air again. Cooks on the quick slant. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Mills now looks to throw on first down. He's got it to Collins, complete.
What a catch by Collins. And out of bounds with 1 second.
These last few plays, they have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Oh, really? 2 weeks, huh? All right, we're going to take these points.
The kick by Fairbairn is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game.
Appreciate it, buddy.
Out to our studios in Orlando. Here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit, but first it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. We'll start up at TIAA Stadium in Jacksonville, where you see the final score there. Trevor Lawrence. Couple of touchdown passes.
Gotcha. Yeah, I remember you telling me about you were working on that.
From there, let's head to AT&T Stadium as we check out the Cowboys at home in Dallas. And for the moment, they find themselves trailing the visiting Cincinnati Bengals. A couple of touchdown passes there for Joe Burrow. Lastly, we head to Southern California to check on the Rams at home at SoFi Stadium. And they've got the lead in that one over the visiting Atlanta Falcons. Cooper Kupp, 2 touchdown catches on the afternoon. Moving on, let's take a look at the next-gen stats in the first half for the Texans. And they've had plenty of success throwing the football so far this afternoon, as they're on pace to throw for over 300 yards if their form holds. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, they too were able to take advantage of a soft secondary, as both of these two teams really threw the ball at will in that first half. These two coaching staffs likely going through their final adjustments for the second half. One of these teams is going to emerge 2-0. But who will it be? To find out, let's go back to Brandon and Charles.
All right, I'm going to take a quick break and we'll get to the third quarter.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome. number 3. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. Out of the end zone comes Smith. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. And the Texans getting ready to go here to begin the third quarter.
Hello.
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this.
Oh, we'll see. I think I can win a Super Bowl with this team, the way they are.
Yeah, it all comes down to discipline, doesn't it? And every team tells us that they coach it, they preach it. In this case, it slipped a little bit.
Mills on first down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Baron Browning from that outside linebacker spot gets in there. It's a loss of 9. A CD, you know, so often we talk about quarterbacks.
No doubt, Caleb. No doubt.
Can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely, because remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
Working the middle, and he's got it complete to Akins, the tight end.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. So they decline it, as that will bring up fourth.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you've got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely did not take that one and made it fourth down.
And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. So first and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos at the 20. Here's Williams to start the drive. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. Second down.
Oh, yeah, I think we're definitely going to have to upgrade some of the line. Some of them, not all of them.
Continue to run the football, because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
From the 24, Wilson. And he'll just get rid of it.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful.
One thing for sure, though, is the pass rush is definitely really good. Yeah, the blind side is definitely, feel like it's always open. Get him. Oh, yeah. Let's go. And the secondary is really good, too. Let's go. His second interception.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
Houston set to take over. And they'll have good field position.
I'm going to look at that at the end of the season. It depends on how Davis Mills does. He's been pretty good so far, but he's obviously not great. We'll need to upgrade at some point.
Up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. 1st and 10, it's Pierce. On the tackle, it's Randy Gregory. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Mills from the gun on 3rd down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Well, there's another sack and a fumble.
He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on him.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And that will extend their lead even further. So they got the turnover, started with great field position, but in the end, the defense able to hold firm, and they only get 3 out of it.
And I like what you said right there. That defense able to hold firm, backed up into the shadow of their own end zone. The goalpost right behind them. They had to make sure they didn't give up the 6. And boy, they came.
Oh, yeah.
To them, even though
Easy decision there. Easy decision.
So 1st and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos.
Oh, nice. Some good moves, man.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Steps away to his left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Now a run straight ahead with Edmonds. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
Meanwhile, Wilson's throw taken in here by Patrick. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. Up the middle, it's Williams. Oh, nice move. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. That's a gain of 13 as they try to whittle away at this 13-point deficit. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. Edmonds running out of the shotgun. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Here's Wilson. Now he's forced out left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Again, the secondary is just doing a great job right now.
Game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Escaping the pressure right. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first.
Personally, Fields.
Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
That looked great when he first took off because, in my mind, there was room to run, and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision.
All right, let's go. What a shutdown on 4th, man. Let's go run defense. Good hit, Pierre Lewis.
The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th, and this Texans defense stands tall. And defensively, they were ready for that, a full-on blitz on
Mac, for sure.
Short of the marker.
Oh, and someone's got to feel really good about that, and that's the defensive coordinator. He dialed up a great run blitz defense, and they hit it just right. Stack that thing up. They're going to feel awesome going to the bench after that big play.
On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than
I heard they did. What they trade? Just draft picks?
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete.
Hey, that was a nice throw that time by Davis. Let's go.
That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Pierce takes it straight ahead. On a nice burst.
All right, let's go, Pierce. Nice run.
Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
This offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10. First down, they go right back to Pierce. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
You've got to be impressed by the defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mills to Pierce. They set up the screen. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball down.
Oh, good deal, man. Great job.
Middle of the field, right in the heart of the defense.
Pierce will try to pick it up. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. 52 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7 reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Gotcha. It's not bad, man. Not bad at all.
Mills. Over the middle, he gets it to Collins. That'll give him 8 that time, and it'll be 2nd and a couple.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So
Let me try to score this time here. The toss doesn't work good with this team because of the tackle.
on EA Sports. Welcome back now to Denver. From the 4, it's 2nd and a couple. It's the Texans in control of the football and leading this game as well as we start the fourth. Touchdown, Texans.
All right, let's go. Davis Mills' first touchdown pass.
4 yards out. And the Texans are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his second season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
And that's caught at the 2. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more.
Let's go, OJ. Pushing off that little corner like that.
Now to kick it away. Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25. And coming out now, the Broncos. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film. He's got a man, complete. And now off to the races, down the right side. And he's going to be
What's up, Bears? How you doing, buddy?
And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
And as a former defender, I can tell you with certainty, those are the ones.
That was a rough play right there.
I would not like to be in that film room on Tuesday going over that one. Just a pretty poor effort defensively.
I have no idea. Wondering the same thing.
And running room hard to come by.
Good.
2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more.
The run defense is definitely reminding me a lot of the Bears with this team.
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
They take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And that will be caught, but out of the end zone.
All right. Shut down on 4th down. Dang. Bears, you sick, huh? I'm not sure on the Giants how far they'll go. Probably make the playoffs, I assume.
Tried it through the air on 3rd and 4th. Couldn't come away with anything on 4th and goal.
And remember, in these situations, the field is really condensed. Everything is squeezed tight. So as a defender, you can actually take more chances here because they won't have as much time to throw the football, and a receiver really can't run past you. If they do, they run out the back of the end zone. Nice job by the D, shutting them down.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there.
Yeah. Looks like a freaking brontosaurus.
Shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. So I remember playing in these spots, and my coach was always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
Back near his goal line. Here's Mills.
Oh, look at Davis! The slowest freaking run you'll ever see.
And it'll be 3rd down.
I like how he hung in there and went through his progressions, but eventually his internal clock went off and told him it was time to make a run for it, and he ends up sliding down with a solid gain.
Oh, he can when we're using him, buddy. He can run really good. Watch this option play.
Out of the gun, they give to Freeman. And he will have the first down as he's up to his 17-yard line. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one.
You should, man. It's actually pretty fun. Just know that they're not going to be great, and it's okay. They're going to make mistakes. Oh, wow. No blocking on that right side.
He's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It was Dante Fowler who got in there to bring him down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone.
And he's going to go down.
And you might get sacked a lot, too.
It's a sack. Josie Jewell, the linebacker, getting the sack.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance.
I think I've been sacked 4 times this game. Probably right at it.
So now after the sack, Mills and the Texans needing to navigate a 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Mills hit, and he loses the ball. It's picked up by the Broncos.
Oh, my goodness. Come on, Davis. Hold on to the ball now, buddy. I guess it's time for another defensive stand, huh? Look at it. It's like he threw the ball up. What the heck was that? Defensive stand time, guys. Let's go.
Back out there for this next series. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Williams. Call it no gain that time.
Let's go, guys. What did I tell you? Let's go.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Williams again. But he will go.
Let's go, guys. What did I tell you, man? The defense is definitely legit. Let's go.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
All right, now we're going to go cover 2. Since we're right here, I think it's the best coverage for this.
Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down.
Oh! Let's go, guys. What did I tell you? That's how you shut them down. Oh, you got to love that.
20-yard line. Well, I mean, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe
how many times have you seen somebody turn the ball over on the freaking 4-yard line and then shut the other offense down? Come on, guys. Let's go. Tyler, I never seen a tag, buddy.
Broncos and the Texans.
That's got to be like an epic performance right there. No lie. I'm not just saying it because I did it either.
They'll start on the ground with Pierce.
Let's go.
And they'll get 8 out of this before
Why am I yelling? Man, we just shut them down. We turned the ball over at the 5 and freaking shut them down 4 straight downs on the 2-yard line. I will, Tyler. I will. I'll check it out.
You're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. On second and a couple. Mills. He goes underneath to Freeman. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 7 yards.
Gotcha, man. Enjoy it.
And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Give to Pierce now, and he fumbled it. It's on the ground. The Broncos say they have it. They do.
Oh, wow. We are turning the ball over on the same side of the field again.
I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film.
Honestly, offensive line is what I want to add to.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Sutton. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now, meanwhile,
I told you, I ain't worried about it. Look at that defense there, Bears. Look at that defense. They can't do nothing.
This game overall, it's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
he's going to let this go. Back in the end zone. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. It's incomplete.
Again, another fourth down stop. See you, buddy.
Broncos unable to convert here on fourth. And this Texans defense stands tall. That's another mistake there on the drop pass on fourth. And we've seen them do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. 63 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And Pierce gets it again on second down. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Dameon Pierce is such a fun guy to watch as a runner. He can make a guy miss 1 second and then power through a defender the next. Never had a 100-yard game while at Florida, but I expect more than a handful here in the NFL.
They go again with Pierce. trucks over him. Yet again, just a bruising carry. That good for 22 and a first down. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines.
All right, guys, I think that was a good capper to finish this one up. What do you guys think? Running over the safety? And actually, I'm just going to let this clock run. I'm going to go ahead and take the penalty. We've won the game. We'll take it.
Delay of game, Austin.
Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
But defense, gotcha, Bears. Do it, buddy. But defense, if anything I showed you guys here today, is look at the defense. Look at the potential. Look at the potential we have already without trading.
And they take a knee.
I bet you nobody would believe we made, what, 4 fourth down stops in this game. And like 3 of them were at the goal line.
So Houston going to come away here.
All right, so I'm going to go ahead and cut this video because I'm probably going to rewatch this one. That was awesome.
The team that just got vanquished.
Let's go.
They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half.
Thanks, buddy. Thanks for watching. We'll see you later, man.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Texans, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to the Windy City to take on the Bears. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against San Francisco.